everyone, and welcome back to my channel where I challenge myself to make something I've never made before every week. Today, I'm making Joshua Weissman's chicken pot pie. Honestly, I didn't really have a specific reason I wanted to make this, but I think I've only ever had frozen chicken pot pies. Isn't that kind of crazy? So today will be a good opportunity to make my own, and also learn how to roast my own whole chicken. Spoiler alert, it's crazy. So I'm sure you guys are really excited to watch me break a breastbone of a chicken, so let's just get started. Just a word of warning though, if you are squeamish, I would skip to the timestamp on the screen because it gets a little gory in a couple seconds. So the first step in roasting your own chicken is to cut out the chicken spine. Joshua Weissman makes it look so easy in his video, but this is not easy, guys. First of all, I don't know chicken anatomy well enough to know exactly where the spine is, so I think I cut some extra bones in the process. And second of all, as you can probably tell, it's dang hard to cut through a chicken with some scissors. But a lot of pain later, I think we got a spine. The next part is less physical pain and more mental pain.
Oh gosh.
Cause ooh, I did not like that sound. But luckily for me, the rest of the steps are pretty painless, so once you get to this point, you're good to go. I'll take some paper towels and pat the chicken skin dry so that we can have the crispiest skin after we bake it. And then I'll thoroughly rub the chicken skin with oil. It feels a little bit like a chicken massage. And then for the simplest chicken, I'll just season with salt and pepper. Although I'm sure you could season it with pretty much whatever you want. And I'll bake until the chicken's internal temperature reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Mine took about an hour and a half. In the meantime, I'll cut up some vegetables to put into the chicken pot pie filling. It was noted in one of the comments that potatoes are missing from this recipe, even though I guess it seems like potatoes are usually in chicken pot pie. But it feels like this recipe is pretty fluid, so you can add potatoes if you want potatoes, or add beets if you want beets. Maybe like take out an onion though, because this filling gets pretty full.
Standing underneath the lights, look into each other's eyes. Tired snowflakes are coming down, collapse into water when they hit the ground. I hear the sound of empty streets. Yesterday has gone to sleep.
Then I'll make what is probably like the secret ingredient, quote unquote, of the chicken pot pie, which is chicken stock steeped in dried mushrooms. I couldn't find dried chanterelle or morel mushrooms, so I'm just using what I have, which is dried shiitake mushrooms. And whoa, it looks like our chicken's done. I was so scared that this wouldn't turn out well, but it looks so good.
Oh.
Pro tip, you should really wait for the chicken to cool down before you do any of these next steps. But I was feeling a little impatient, so I just endured the pain. I tasted a little bit of the meat. And wow, surprisingly flavorful for not putting anything other than salt and pepper on it.
Making echoes as we walk. There's no one left but you and me. It's like a made up place that only we can see.
When we're done steeping our mushroom chicken stock, I'll cut up all the mushrooms into small pieces. I definitely went a little bit overzealous on the mushrooms. So I took some of the mushrooms out and used them in another dish later. And then I'll cut the chicken skin into small pieces also, which was actually pretty hard to do, because I don't think the skin was crispy enough. Okay, last thing to chop. I think if you're a bacon fan, you can definitely use bacon instead of ham here and it would taste super good. Now it's time to make the filling. I'll start by searing the ham a little bit until it's brown. And then I'll take the ham out of the pot. My ham just loved the bottom of the pot so much they didn't want to leave. Then I'm going to add some butter and wait for the butter to melt. And then we'll put all of our vegetables in and saute until soft. Then I'll add some flour, which will help make the filling super thick. But first we gotta cook it a little bit so we don't have that raw flour taste. And then I'll add the milk and the heavy cream. And then cook until it's thickened. And then we'll just add all the rest of the ingredients. To be fair, the filling doesn't look that thick right now, but I checked in Joshua Weissman's video and this is pretty much the thickness that his filling was at. So we're just gonna go with it.
Quiet voices in the night. Time is running out of sight. A lonely wind is passing by. Tries to carry all the whispers that it finds.
Then I'll pour the filling into my cast iron pan,
I think it's
which for a little bit I was worried wouldn't hold all of the filling, but it fit perfectly, so. And then I'll season because I forgot to season earlier.
Yeah.
And then we'll put the sheet of puff pastry on, which I didn't record any footage of me rolling out this puff pastry, but that was definitely hands down the most annoying part about this recipe because it just kept sticking everywhere. But hey, we got it on, and so we'll cut a couple of vents. And then let this chicken pot pie bake.
Standing underneath the lights, look into each other's eyes. There's no one left but you and me. It's like a made-up place that only we can see.
Yay! It's time to eat. It came out looking super good, but don't you feel like the filling's a little runnier than when it went in? But how did it taste? It tasted okay. But only okay because I didn't put enough salt in. Afterwards, when I added enough salt, it tasted pretty good. It has that kind of like fresh chicken and vegetables flavor that you get from like chicken noodle soup, but instead in pie form. But the real hack for extra flavor is definitely hot sauce. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Even though it was kind of scary at first, I had a lot of fun roasting the chicken, and we made so much pot pie that my husband had lunch for a week. But if you enjoy my videos, please like and subscribe. I would super appreciate it. I upload videos every Monday. That's it for today's video. I'll see you guys next week. Bye!